Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NGFL, and we are at the Canadian Grand Prix today for Tier 2. It's the 9th round, and in the NGFL by JL, we're going to have some good racing, I believe, and, well, you know, we'll have to see what happens, so...
Yeah, evening ladies and gentlemen. As FY here said, we are here at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve Apparel Berchaudat in Montreal, Canada, and we already have first car in the wall. Cargo Boom, precisely, as you can see on the stream. That was fast.
No. It was quite quick, you know. I mean, we've had our fair share of moments at the Canadian Grand Prix. In fact, I think I've written down a couple. We have had the Season 1 instance, but we don't really talk about that much.
Yeah. It's past time, it has happened, it won't happen, so yeah. We live in the present, not the past, anyways.
Yeah. It was a very well timed back then. Well, it seems like we've got the first driver coming in to set their lap, which is Sen Manders.
Yep, you wanna run through the lap? Do I do it? Your choice.
I'll run through the lap. So going to the first corner, clips the first corner, going to the second corner now, hugging the apex, second gear, fourth gear coming out of here, fifth gear coming through. He's got to drop down to fourth gear, coming through the right left-hander. Smooth, very careful. He hits the wall ever so slightly, grazing the grass slightly. Coming into this section, which a lot of drivers tend to mess up. He's hitting the DRS zone now, 70% ERS still. Very conservative on this lap. 8th gear coming through here under the bridge, braking hard, turning sharp right, sharp left. You've got to be very careful that you don't go off the track limits because it's very dangerous and very strict around this part of the circuit. Coming in, braking in at the 100-meter board, sharply locking it into the first gear, second gear already, and he's still got a ton of ERS. Coming down the main straight now, DRS and ERS blasting through. Coming in through the lap, so sector 3, 1 minute lap so far. Quick right left-hander, is he going to make this corner? He does perfectly. Onto the final straight of the lap, and that is a lap of a 1 minute 9.46. Not my best run on laps, but he is about half a second quicker than the guy in P2, which is Racing 1 Diabetes.
Just call him D-Day.
D-Day. I'll call him D-Day.
Yeah, anyways, he's about to finish his lap. Please don't die with your throat there. And as he goes across the start-finish lines, he scores the 109.833 on the timesheets. And he's followed by Litva just behind him on the leaderboard as well, with a 09.970. Then who's next across the line? Would it be Razout, I presume? Yeah, that's Razout, but he goes slowest currently by almost 2 seconds.
2 seconds off the lead,
well,
around
1.5.
Around 1.5, yeah, 1.5. Yeah, let's have a bit of a rundown of the lineups for today.
Yeah, the Ralph guy is next in line, although he's like maybe halfway through the lap still. Oh wait, he invalidated the lap, so forget that. Then next is Cargo Boom, who has replaced his front wing after his little mishap on his outlap, the first outlap, and he's about to finish his second outlap. Into the DRS zone he goes, and let's take an onboard ride with him. So here we go, across the start finish, into T1. Exiting going through T2, hugging the curb, exiting from here, 4th, now 5th. The short straight here, the Hamilton Vettel incident plays here, almost smashes the wall, goes through. Now into the sharp left-hander here, front gear, 4th on the exit. DRS zone 1, DRS open. Goes into top gear and hits some 305 kph, goes into the right left section here on the exit of the corner, through the second DRS detection zone. The Kubica accident place now, goes through the second corner and into the Lepingle, or however you pronounce it in French. And now onto the Casino straight with the second DRS zone, and he opens it. much happening in this section. He tops out at 327 kph by the Wall of Champions. He's not a champion, so he didn't smash it. The Euros Open again. And across the start-finish lines, he logs. No, that's not a great time. Even slower than Razout here. Yeah, he is
2 seconds off. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
far from nice.
it looks clean from my end, but you know, you got Sam Manders in P1 and Cargo Bowman P6.
Yeah.
The only 2 drivers not to set a lap are Macan
And Trial Ralph.
and Ralph. So
Ralph just pulled into the pits, so he won't finish a lap quite yet, and Macan is still in the pit lane. So right now we have no cars on track, as we can see Razout pulling into the pit lane, and Cargo Boom just finished his lap, so he's gonna pull into the pits shortly as well.
but someone is coming out the pit lane. I don't know which driver that is.
The diabetes person.
Yeah. So let's have a run through of the championship standings right now. So for season 2 so far, we're on round 9 at Canada. Litwar leads the championship by 129.5 points, and Marcus follows him behind in P2. He has 117.5 points. Reminder, Litwar is driving for JL Fanatec WRT, and then Marcus is driving for the Orlin F1 project for T2. Then Ralph for Lechner Racing. He came from an absolutely monstrous performance last race to take his first win in this. Was it his first win, I believe?
Yeah,
in Tier 2?
It was his first win. And the team's
Yeah,
as
he's
well.
got more wins than me. He's got more wins than me.
Oh well, that's ridiculous, I suppose.
Yeah. But aside from that, we have
We've got a car stop on
Lemaitre.
track temporarily, but no more. Continue, please.
It was diabetes.
Yeah,
he
he just
was
stopped
completely
in the
stopped at the chicane.
Yeah, the hairpin.
So we have
Yeah.
Lemaitre for, again, JL Fanatec WRT with 61.5 points. He is 3.5 points behind Ralph. Then you have Cludden with the Toyota F1 project, 59.5 points. Sam Manders for 56 points in the Orlin F1 project again. Super Stupido with Trackhouse has 52. Razout for Vitmo has 47. Liberty, which isn't racing anymore, has 20 points. Sam Ross for Vitmo has 17 points. Cam has 15 points for Toyota, and Big Chief has 15 points, but he is a reserve. 8 of the drivers are here today, and we've got the championship leader still in P3. You know, WRT are looking quite dominant right now, even though they're not P1 and P2 right now, but within the constructors standings wise, they are doing quite well. And if we're comparing the gap from P1, P2 to around P3 to the rest of the field, it is absolutely monstrous. I mean, you could use a term from the 2018 F1 grid, and you'd have some sort of example. So JL Fanatec WRT is at 191 points, Orlin F1 has 173.5, Lechner Racing has 84 points, Toyota F1 is 74.5, Lechner jumped Toyota last race, Toyota fell down to 4th, Vitmo jumped Trackhouse for 64 points and 52 points, Nutella Grand Prix jumped up 2 places, beating JD Motorsport and Shannon, which I haven't seen Shannon or JD
Yeah,
racing.
Shannon hasn't raced so far, and this is the first outing for JD.
JD is with Cargo Boom, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's correct. Debut both of the team and the driver in T2. Cargo Boom has raced in the league before 2 tiers came, but I don't remember much how he was. I think he was pretty
Yeah. Neither do I, honestly. If Shannon needs a little project, then they can always hire me quickly, but I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe you should not come back to racing, just a thought.
I need a break
like
from
what,
engine
3
time.
times now?
Yeah, I mean, I tried, honestly,
Kinda fucked me over
game,
once
but it
too,
just,
but that's irrelevant.
it just hates me. I might be back next season because I'm still in contract, but, you know,
Well, next season will be a time of change, because I know if I said it out loud yet, but the T2 for now is scheduled to be cut off from the championship. Gone, finito.
Yeah,
The poor
unfortunately.
performances. However, it will be reevaluated by the end of the season, and a final announcement will come at the final round of the season. So mark the words.
Exactly.
In the meantime, on the screen we can see both JL cars being put into the pits, or almost next to each other, and not much
Cargo
really on
Boom.
the track now. Cargo Boom is on his
Cargo
flyer,
Boom.
Rallies, and so is Result.
He jumped up 2 places, so it's not a very bad performance, not bad
Yeah, not
performance
bad.
at all.
Although we can see a significant spread between P1 and P8 right now. Almost 3 seconds at this point. Let's hope Marcus improves his performances here.
Got the
Anyways,
I believe
Rally
Ralph
isn't
is on.
improving, he's a second behind. Result is
Goes into
right
neutral
behind.
for a second.
Oh. Yeah, so let's take with Result in the end of the lap, as we've seen he's improving by some 2/10 so far. So onto the Casino Straight with the DRS open. The Champions Chicane, if I could call it that, he goes through safely. To the other end of the track, across the line, he goes P6, not bad. 4/10 of improvement, but there's always Cargo Boom who's pulling into the pits.
Yeah, I mean, one position is still better than none,
Yeah, that's true.
and
Then there we also have
you know,
the
this is
diabetes
Canada.
guy who just like completely cut the chicane, which is penalizable, but yeah.
yeah, we have the gaps now for the remaining 5 minutes of the session. We got random cautions that are being thrown out on the track, but they've been gone now. So Sed Manders has a 105.4. Litwell follows behind 1.2 seconds. No, sorry, not 1.2. 0.1 seconds off, 10th off, following by his teammate, which is 3/10 off. The Diabetes is 4/10 off. Cargo Boom is 6/10 off. Razal is 1.1 off. Rally Ralph is 1.2 off, and Macam is 2.9 off. Don't know what's happened there. I believe Macam has won a race as well, so
Yeah, Marcus has won 2 races so far.
impressive. This ain't very good for the championship standing, so if he wants to improve his position and catch up to Litwa, he can technically gain the lead of the championship if Litwa fails to score and if he's low in a low position. Let me do some math.
Yeah, he could have taken it
117
I'm having a stroke in my tongue, but he could have taken it over last round. However, his teammates and Manders kind of prevented that on, I think it was first and second lap, when he had a crash with both his teammate Marcus and Litva.
Yeah.
Yeah, rule 1 of racing, never crash with your teammate. That the memo clearly didn't go through Sen's head there.
Not good at all.
Yeah, frankly, he finished the highest out of these 3 guys.
Yeah. Remember, this is round 9 of 15, so there's still plenty more to play off. We've got 6 more rounds left. And, you know, there's plenty of opportunities to go right and wrong for all the drivers. And you never know what could happen. So, if we take instances from Vettel in 2012, rounds to go, he was 4th, like 60, 80 points behind Alonso, and he clawed back and won his 3rd title. But again, I'm not Storm, so I don't talk about facts or basic stuff, so who cares? But,
Speaking of, if you're wondering where Storm has went, we don't know. We just simply don't know. He disappeared out of the face of the earth. Some say he got run over by a truck, but that's just a rumor.
Hope he's doing okay, or hope he is okay. But
same. He was typing something in the chat earlier today, so he's alive, I guess.
Yeah, which is what matters. But I've always had a feeling that even within the Tier 2, there will be some team game going on here. Because if we compare the WRT team, we obviously know Litwa is leading the championship. His teammate is, well, is 4th. So he could technically do some teamwork right now to stop Marcus, or his teammate
And
could
we have
try
a
and
yellow
blast his way
flag from
forward.
one of the JLs. That was Klimek just
Yellow
going
flag.
slowly, I guess, but that's nothing major.
Yeah, it was weird flashing, but I think he's just
Oh,
warming
and
up his
I'm
tires a
getting
bit now. Yeah.
reports. Stream is getting a shit quality right now, and I'm seeing that on my OBS.
Sam Manders lost the car. Sam Manders lost
Yeah,
it.
and for the time being, I'll be off for a second. I'll be back soon.
Stand by. We'll fix the stream now. I'm noticing that on the stream quality, it's quite chunky, so... I'm unaware if the stream can even hear me.
Alright, I have returned. From what is my OBS saying, okay, the stream is going from good to hellish. Jesus. Well, I have no impact.
It should
on
be
that
okay
sadly,
now.
So
Yeah, it's alright now.
yeah, it's jumping between 3000 kilobytes a second and maybe 300 at times. Jesus. Expect mixed quality of the stream. What happened to Sen in the meantime? I was gone because I see he's retired.
He crashed in the wall at the hairpin. And qualifying's over now, we've just realised,
yeah, right.
so Litwa's still on a flying lap.
Easy,
Look him,
yes,
that
he is.
comes
And he is
P2,
improving.
only 0. Only a tenth off. That's gotta be really disappointing. And there's yellow flags everywhere. Look what goes wide in the hairpin. That's gonna really ruin his chance. He loses the rear as well. Cargo boom. 5-place grid penalty.
Ooh, that sucks for the guy. And why did like 3 cars retired out of nowhere?
I think they weren't getting any good performances. The vehicle loses the rear just a little bit, blasting towards the line. Last bit of ERS. Is he gonna get him?
Will not improve.
No.
P3 for Litva then. Alright, so the final... Oh wait, not final. because
8,000
we
off
have
his best
okay,
time.
Diabetes guy has invalidated his lap, so ladies and gentlemen,
And he's got
that is the final grid.
puncture.
Oh yeah, right. His front left has went.
I remember when I had a puncture in Abu Dhabi, and it looked really funny, so... Anyway, the grid right now. Sen Manders, Kilnick Litwa, TTV not Marcus, Racing 1 Diabetes, Cargo Bum, Razal and Rally Ralph, but Cargo Bum will do last because of his grid penalty.
That sucks for the guy.
I mean, there's 25 laps, there's all to play for, so...
Yeah,
with 8 drivers, not much.
and the diabetes guy for some reason decided to cut the chicane instead of just going to the pits, which can and most likely will be penalized for the quantity of what he's doing.
Time wasting, that's another thing as well.
I mean, that's not quite penalizable, but just cutting the chicanes constantly quite is, so... Anyways, the final grid. Sen Manders take the pole position and Klimek will line up right next to him with Litva in P3 and Marcus P4. So we have an Audi/JL first 2 rows. Then we have Diabetes in P5 and Razal 6 because of Cargo Boom's penalty who gets dropped to last. And lining next to him will be Ralph.
And we will be back shortly for the grid.
Just give it a minute or so and we'll be. And I have just realized we might have hit our record concurrent viewers.
What is the concurrent viewers?
Like viewers at once, and it is 9 right now, and that's our record.
Ah, for me it's 3.
Okay, now for me it is as well, but for a second it showed me 9.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. I remember for one of the streams that I did, it was a 24-hour Le Mans on Project Cars 2. I had 100 viewers.
Hey, that's quite a bit.
It was an absolutely insane event that took place a month ago, so...
Can you please stop dying? It will be convenient.
Let me get my drink real quick.
Take your time. We still have the whole... I was about to say qualifying lap, but that's the formation lap, obviously.
So, everyone's heading to the grid now. We're on the final long main straight for Sector 3. So let me just give you a rundown of the grid, even with a blocked nose. So, first things first. Tyre wear. Everyone from P1 to P7 is on the mediums, except Cargo Boom, which is on hards. There might be a one-stop or a two-stop strategy, depending on if there's going to be no safety cars, but there will be a safety car, so let's not have any promises on that. So let's have a run through the grid again. Sam Manders, Kimlek, Litois, Not McCann for Marcus, Type 1 Diabetes, Razal, Ralph, and Cargo Boom runs out the grid. And yeah, we will see. Everyone's forming on the grid now, so it looks pretty good. Diabetes has already got disqualified, and so I don't give a care. But 5 red lights coming on shortly. 5 red lights.
And lights out, and
away
we go.
Away.
Into T1, do you think everybody will survive, or will there
Into
be
turn
trouble?
one, into turn 1 already. Someone goes deep and wide.
Yeah, but everybody mostly survives, I think.
McCann overtakes Litwa for P3, and already there's already contact between.
There was a scrap between Rally, Razout, and Cargo Boom in T2, but everybody is alive and well, or maybe not well, but alive, and that's what matters. Anyways,
yeah, and there's already a gap. There's already a gap from P5 to P6.
Well, that's because
a 2.5 second gap.
Yeah, that's because these 3 drivers tangled doing whatever.
Gee. Well, already the top 5 running through Seb Manders, Kimlek, McCann, Litwa, Type 1 Diabetes, Racing 1 Diabetes,
Just going there.
Rally Ralph, Razak, and Cargo Boom.
Yeah, the Diabetes is holding closely onto the gearbox of Litva, but Litva started going out on the casino straight. No DRS yet, not quite, so we're just going straight. And into the final
in terms of ERS usage, Diabetes goes a little bit off, he loses quite a lot of time. He also loses a lot of ERS, he's only on 43 compared to Litwa, who's on 68 right now.
Yeah, Litva's
Sam Manders with the fastest lap in the
probably, compared to Diabetes, who's
looks like it.
Past him. Will get DRS next lap or this one? I forgot how it is.
I believe it's this lap, honestly. Let's have a look now.
Let's see now.
Kimlek,
yeah, it is this lap, in fact.
and DRS this lap, yeah, DRS this lap. So we're going to have more action now.
Yeah,
so the battle for P6 looks like it's going to be heated. The battle for P6 will be heated as well as the battle for P1, but everyone is keeping their cool right now. It just seems like Litval is just trying to get back ahead, maybe into P3. But again,
P3
I
maybe
believe
not
some of these
actually,
drivers might play the long game. I
yeah,
believe
right
some
now
of
we
these
just
drivers
have
should play the long
DRS
game.
trains, so everybody will just follow everyone.
Yeah, the real danger is Sen Manders. And already,
Well,
it looks
knowing
like there's
his
going to be a
Alpha
move
Vector.
there. Nope. He's gone defensive, but there's no move, which is a little bit unnecessary.
Oh,
And there's
and
a contact with the wall.
Marcus
Backhand
hit
hits the
And
wall.
Diabetes already has a 3-second time penalty.
Diabetes already has a
Is he
3-second
cutting corners
penalty.
this much
That
or
is,
what? Also, fastest lap goes to Litva for the time being.
that's very shocking already. It's only lap 3.
Yeah, and we already have a double podium for Jiao. Will it last? Will it not? Time will tell.
Maka might have a little bit of damage, but we don't really know.
Yep, nothing on the front
Everything
wing,
looks
so,
good so far.
Yeah, nothing on the front wing, so it will be the
Everything looks-
floor body or the diffuser or the rear wing eventually, but nothing seems to be damaged.
Everything looks good so far. Even for the back drivers from P6 to P8, there is a subtle distance between each of them, but it does look like a gap is starting to form at the back. Other than that, it seems like the battle for P1 is going quite well, because you've got the... Is that the... I forgot what team the red one is again.
That's Audi. DHL Audi, however you pronounce it in
For
English.
the Audis.
Yeah, just the Audis.
The Audis. Right.
The team
So
I
Audi
hate
versus
because they're Audi.
WRT. Got Team Audi versus WRT, and it looks like WRT might make a move,
Just
or
call
is he
them
going to
JL,
stay back
everyone
and just
calls
get the
them
DRS?
Anyways, so Litva
JL,
scores the newest fastest lap yet again, lap after lap now. And there's a yellow flag, something happened with Cargo Boom, who just went slow on the main straight. I assume he might have spun or something, maybe cut the chicane, but that's about all.
He's got grass on his tires, so you never
And
know.
he might have just cut a corner, or maybe just spun, I don't know, he's alive, but quite back, so I believe that will be race over for
Yeah.
him unless a safety car comes out. Well, knowing
I
Sen, he
mean,
might
at this
cause
stage, it looks
but-
very, very unlikely.
I mean, remember, we have Sen who just likes to randomly spin out of nowhere at times, like he did last round.
Ah, yeah, I remember that. Audi and JL coming on to the main straight again. It seems like they're just playing the team game right now. They don't really want to hold
And
they're
there's
off
a
and they
yellow
don't really
flag yet
want
again,
to,
and it's caused by Cargo Boom.
already for Cargo Boom again, I believe. But the battle for P6 is still heating up with between
Ooh,
Ralph
and Diabetes!
Razal,
Diabetes
but
is out of
nothing
the
is
race!
happening. And Diabetes in
He
the
smashed the
wall,
wall of
in the
champions!
wall.
Safety car! Safety car!
And safety car deployed.
Yeah,
So
I was
that-
calling for a safety car for Cargo Boom, and here it is.
Oh, I spoke too soon. I said, oh, you never know, it's quite unlikely. But Cargo Boom in the pits, so...
Yeah, he's probably
Wow.
he probably wants to get rid of these cards. And Razal switched to cards in the meantime.
That is unbelievable.
And again, I can see the streamer has fucking died. Jesus Christ, 12 kilobytes per second.
Some people are saying that the host should change the lobby, like the hosting of the lobby.
Well, nobody else can at the moment, so yeah. The other guy is
We might have
Ozzy.
to implement that. Yeah.
I mean,
we might
last
have
week
to
everything
implement
went
that.
flawless with the Wi-Fi. It's just like today, I guess.
Should I run the Wi-Fi for Tier 1? So
I'll handle it.
you make... We'll see what happens then. So...
Anyways, we can see both Sen Manders, Klimek, and Litvar all in the pits. Sen Manders
McCann
goes
isn't in
for a
the pits,
first
though.
set of... Okay, Sen Manders is going for a two-stop.
Drafting penalty, Ralph.
Yep.
Speeding and the safety
Okay, but
car.
I'm curious what is Sen's strategy right now. He started on mediums and he swapped for mediums, meaning he will have to stop again.
Yeah, that's a two-stop strategy right there. But you never know again. Might be another safety car. But
Yeah, but that's
it seems like
weird.
Ralph is the biggest loser right now. Ralph is the biggest loser out of the bunch
Yeah,
because
that's
he has a
because of the
drive-through penalty.
Shit happens, I guess. I mean,
And
P7 is the worst he
yeah.
can get, so...
yeah, I mean, points is still points, but not enough.
Yeah, through this one. Hey, he grabbed a good bunch of them last week, so I guess, yeah. He has to
Good
level
25
it out
points.
this week.
So far, it's an Audi 1-2 with a JL 3-4. Ralph
Yeah, but
for
keep in mind,
Lechner.
Marcus hasn't pitted, so he's in the worst position
Yeah.
with tires right now.
I mean, you never know. Marcus could let by his teammate and then hold up the JL pairing, which could
Possibly.
be an absolute disaster class.
As I said, possibly.
Because that has happened. I do remember a while back in
Also, I have to
Jeddah,
correct
it was
myself. I
happening.
was mistakenly calling Sense and Marcus's team Audi, and that's their F1 counterpart. T1, sorry. But this team is in fact Orlen F1, which is my bad again. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I kinda had a brain lag when saying that, but yeah, that's irrelevant.
Oh, well.
Oh well, yeah, anyways, we have a good chunk of boredom for now as we trail the safety car.
Kubica sponsor racing team. Orlen. So, for the Orleans, or I'll
Orleans, just call them Orleans.
Oreos. Orland, Ireland. All right. So P1, P2, P3, P4. Ralph P5, but he's going to drop down to last and be very, very, very back. P6 is
Yeah, I'll interrupt you. We
The
have the
Mazda.
whole grid bunched up now, so I believe the safety car should be in this lap.
I'll have a look now.
I believe it should be announced at... Oh, okay, yeah, it is announced now. Safety car is
Safety
in
car
this
in this
lap.
lap, yep.
Yep, that's very much correct.
From so P1 has mediums, P2 has mediums, P3 and P4 have hards.
Five,
So does
five, six
P5.
is-
P6 has hard as well,
Yeah.
and P7 has mediums. So it does look like this is
Okay,
going to
and
be a
we can see
messy
Rally is
restart.
trying to get alongside Litva, which is prohibited by the rules. Well, we'll see what Fia
Yeah.
thinks of that. In real life, it's illegal.
Marcus
so
might
it's
mess
not
up with his teammate a little bit here if he's not careful.
Oh yeah, that as well. He might have to do a purposely bad restart to let Sen by, but we will see what happens. But then
We'll
it
have to
wouldn't make
see.
sense
Out of the
because
chicane, he goes blasting. He blasts out the chicane. He gets a monstrous getaway already. I wouldn't say monstrous, but he gets a good launch.
Yeah, into T1 we go, and everybody survives. Holy, what a move by Cargo Doom! Oh, and Cargo
Whoa!
Doom
What a moving
spins!
contact between the both of them.
Yeah, and now he just...
I remember when I made a move there around the outside. So
Yeah,
anyway.
I was about to say he
So-
made a move from a different
and he does stand by.
post. Yeah.
So Sam Manders into P1 because Marcus lets him by. He's now going to play the waiting game now.
Yeah,
He's
and
going to
Cargo
start
Doom
doing the
has
Trilly
received
train.
a 3-second time penalty.
Another three. Is that another 3-second penalty?
No, it was for Ralph earlier on. Oh, and Ralph still has to serve
Ah.
his drive-through if I'm not wrong.
Still has to serve his drive-through. Yeah.
That's correct.
But McCann has already backed off the JLs by about 8 tenths. Now it's about a second. No, it's not. It's about 8-7 tenths now. But the Trilly train is starting to work off now. So give me a minute. I will be back now. But the waiting game is still playing, and it looks like a
until
move is
then
going to be made
I'll
on
take
the
over, and
field.
Klimek is trying to make a move. He tries going round down the outside. Down the outside? You know what I mean. But yeah, he doesn't make the move, and Sen just keeps extending his gap. Oh well, so now you can see Klimek is desperately trying to get past Marcus, so Sen doesn't get away that far away, but he's not quite successful at doing so yet. We also have Litva trailing him, and Ralph has served his drive-through penalty, which has landed him in dead last, which is P7 in this case. which is not the worst. And Litva was pushed a little bit wide by Klimek, I think. However, it didn't affect him too much. He's still within the DRS of Klimek. But holy, the defense of Marcus is working quite well. Already 2.2 behind Sen. Well, that's always something.
I did see one of the JLs go off.
Yeah, that was Litva. He went slightly wide. But look at the defense from Marcus. It works quite well. Speaking of, Klimek has gotten past Marcus now. And through the chicane he goes, he survives and he goes past. It is now only left
he still has the DRS and now
Marcus. Cargo
he's gonna make a move around the outside. Does he do it?
Oh wait, the game told me safety car.
Oh, around the outside to the inside line. Beautiful move.
Yeah, that's a nice move there by Litva here.
Let's not forget the fresher tyres, but that doesn't take away from the fact it was a nice move.
Yeah. For some reason the game still tells me it's safety car even though it isn't. Great job, EA.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this game. This game is terrible in all expenses.
Yeah. Okay, so for now, it seems that Klimek is in the best position as Sen Manders still has to pit. Because he didn't take on a different compound than the mediums and he still has to.
Yeah. So I feel like Sen Manders might have messed himself up a little bit here, but he is going to just try and pull a gap. Meanwhile, it looks like the JDs are going to have a bit of a battle.
JLs.
I don't really... JLs, I meant.
Yeah, only JD guy like ever was the diabetes guy, but he DNF'd. So, oh, and Marcus into the pits.
Oh.
Marcus is in the pits now, which puts
Cargo
him...
Boom inherits P4.
Where will it put him? P6 or P7? It might put him...
It could even put him in P6 actually, not
yeah,
P7. No, P7's far too away.
P6.
Oh, actually, it will be P7 actually.
Will it?
Oh, P7. Is it going to be close? It will be close, and it is P7. Yeah.
Is it though? It's
gonna be close.
On the line. No, it's not.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, but his tires should
Close,
be cold
P6.
now, so
Quite cold, yeah. Go on, Ralph. You can get him.
yeah. So for now we have maybe only one legitimate battle: Ralph and Macan. Litva and Klimek are right next to each other, but they aren't fighting, just doing a bit of teamwork.
Another lockup for Sen Manders through the chicane. He's going to ruin his tyres there. And he's quite low on ERS. And there's a contact. Cargo Boom spins. He has damage to his wing.
Ooh, that's
so he went off in the
nice.
section.
He's right.
He went off in that section, yeah. He went off in that really random section, and there was a massive crash. I do remember.
Cargo
he backs off.
I guess. Yeah, and into the pit lane he goes, causes a yellow flag temporarily, but that's just temporarily.
It seems like he might retire. He could retire, but
no, he can always score points now. Okay,
and Ralph makes a move on Macan.
Ralph goes ahead of Macan through the DRS zone into T1. He gets ahead. But the battle's not quite...
What a bad move!
Yeah, Ralph's been on the up form recently.
Yeah. I mean, Ralph could technically hold him up and ruin his race at
Cargo
point,
Boom
so...
has decided for softs, even though we're barely at halfway point.
I think we just have to see what happens, honestly.
Weird strategy choices.
And Ralph gets overtaken.
Ahead of Ralph, yeah.
So it seems like that little battle is over now.
They're still
Litwa and Tomek still having that little battle. The ALs, they got to be very careful.
Whoever's faster goes ahead, simply.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're both at their own extensive pace. Because they're kind of just wasting ERS right now. They just keep wasting ERS. So, if they keep wasting that, then it's a bit of a problem.
Possibly. Anyways, Ralph will try to attack Marcus again, but he's too far behind, let's say. Yeah, he's way
a second back. He can't. Far behind.
Yeah, that's the battle done. So basically, anything interesting happening.
And Ralph has a 13-second penalty as well.
Wait,
a 13-second penalty. Ralph has a 13-second penalty.
Jesus Christ, that's quite a bit. Well, it still doesn't change the fact he's P6. because Cargo Boom is some 24 seconds behind him. And on top of that he has further 3 seconds, so he's 27 behind.
Sheesh.
How did he even correlate this match? That's weird. Did he speed on the pit entry or what?
Maybe he might have. I don't know, honestly. Maybe
Let
it
me
was
check,
because of some
actually.
drive-through
Race
thingy.
director, incidents. Wait, rally against. There's a 3-sec pen. There's the drive-through pen. There's a 3-sec. There's a 3-sec rookie. Yeah, 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. I was correct. And Russell just got a 3-second pen.
Dang, that's got to be tough. It was under the safety car, I believe, as well. So
I think he served the drive-through right after the SC came in.
no, he served it after a lap.
I don't know.
But he went into the pits. He went into the pits to change tires because drive-through just doesn't count at that stage. So
Yeah, true. I don't know.
yeah, and I don't care too much. So
You're channeling.
yeah, but it seems like
Speaking of Kimis,
Yeah,
have you
I
seen
don't care.
the incident of Andrea Kimi Antonelli today at Monza?
Andreas. Yeah. I saw it.
So it
yeah.
turns out
He was on a push lap.
Yeah, it was a push lap, but it turns out he experienced just as much G's as Max did during his infamous crash with Hamilton at Silverstone in 2021. Well, one more G precisely, 52 of them. So that's quite a hefty crash. I think the biggest since then. Unless I'm missing something.
Sheesh.
And then again, in
Well,
IndyCar,
third
2 weeks
is the
in a row,
Mercedes
we
again,
had
that kind of
100 G crashes, so yeah. Anyway.
But yeah.
So
They got that car fixed up for Russell.
yeah, they did. He set a few laps, but I don't know where did he end up in the end.
He wasn't that happy with the car, honestly.
Yeah.
There was a similar experience with
Whilst we're at the topic of Monza, have you seen the shit show from today's Formula 3 qualifying?
I believe I did. Just
Not
for a
only
snippet of it.
most of the grid in both groups waited half the session to
Oh,
even
crashed.
go out. Oh, what? Cargo boom, I
Cargo
guess.
boom crashes.
Yeah, and he's facing the wrong way on the track and just he slammed into the wall again. What an idiot. Anyways,
I think it was his way of trying not to reset to the track, but yeah, this
yeah,
way he's
if
very far
you
behind.
reset to the track, you're instantly disqualified. So
Yeah, I know that mistake from Shanghai.
mistakes.
Again, the JLs are still kind of having their own little
Yeah, and there's
squabble.
and Cargo Boom has went boom again. He's
And
missing
he's going to
half
get
of
blue
his lead
flagged in a
now.
minute.
Yeah, but oh, and he just like completely cut the corner, 3 seconds for it. And what is the guy doing? That's just dangerous driving at this point.
He tried turning, but he wanted to get a bit of a shortcut through the grass. So
Yeah, and he's doing it again.
Not
What is
a-
this guy doing? Honestly.
not having a good day right now. Oh, just losing the car. The
Yeah.
driving physics in F1 24 are so bad.
Yeah, that's why I.
I'm-
What is he doing? Like, he just. Did he just came to a stop?
What's going on?
Okay,
Oh, he's letting the other guys through.
okay, but that doesn't change the fact that this is illegal coming to a stop on the track.
I think that's got to be a grid penalty or a.
Oh, it's.
some
I
sort
can
of-
go. I can assure you, it will be a hefty penalty for the guy.
Yikes! I could never.
I guess we should
wouldn't do
leave
something
Fiat
like
road
that.
actually. Into the pits he goes because there's not much else he can do at this point. He even locked up into the pits.
Yeah.
And he retired from the
And
session.
retired from the session.
Even though he had
Yeah, I
the
mean, there's-
guarantee of scoring 3 points if he even finished, but I guess he didn't want them.
Not good for his team.
Not
His team
bad.
has no points. The team has no points, so their
does-
debut race hasn't gone very well
Tsubasa has
at
won a
all.
race. What do you mean they have no points?
Ah, I got confused. Sorry, I got confused with another team.
With JD, I suppose?
I don't really keep up with the. I got confused. It was one of those two teams that didn't have a point. So
Yeah, Shannon and JD.
Shannon, yeah.
Well, I guess maybe they
Well,
will fill the
well-
car this season, maybe they won't. We'll see, time will tell.
Gap 2 seconds, 2.2 to the leader. He still has to make another pit stop, but the J
Yeah,
Ls
the JLs,
might-
L like Litva, they're catching up with him.
yeah
Oh, and St. Manders goes into the pit
Junior.
lane actually as we speak of it.
into the pits.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yee. He could go on the soft tyres, you know. Now is he going to box for soft tyres? He
yes,
boxes
he will
for
indeed.
the soft tyres. Yeah, he goes for the soft tyres.
But where will that put him? It
6 or
could
7
be
laps of that, and he's going to be flying.
Okay, wait, where will
He's
he...
P3.
Okay, but where will he rejoin? That's my question. Yeah, he will rejoin ahead of these guys.
Comes out P3. Yeah, far ahead of P4.
Yeah. Now,
He's just
imagine
gotta
if he
keep his
spins
nose
out
clean.
on
Not
cold
spin.
tires. That would be fun.
Well, let's not get our hopes up just yet.
Oh,
But he's going to be
excuse
pushing. Oh, he's hit the wall already. Let's not get our
that's
hopes
the
up just
weapons.
yet. I mean, he did clip the wall ever so slightly, but if he doesn't catch up, the JLs will finish in formation in P1 and P2. But in stuff like this, maybe Litwell will have to be left behind to P1 for the championship.
Yeah, I
God
assume that's
above.
what they would
My-
do. Well, we'll see. We still
And if
have
they're gonna
some
be a
7
move
laps
now.
of this race, so time will tell.
Yeah, Litwell not making a move just yet. He's still holding on to his DRS and getting that sweet ERS saved. His teammate, on the other hand, 43% on ERS, so he is playing the defending game here. So again,
Or
you
he's
never
just
know
trying
what
to
will
stay ahead of
happen.
Litva to make him cope with the ERS. I don't know, I'm not a strategist. I would be a horrible strategist if I want to be honest.
In some big F1 leagues, I wouldn't see them doing that. But honestly, you know, they do random things in WOR and all that. I don't race in WOR, but I was going to. But again, this game is terrible, and I've switched to endurance racing now,
Yeah.
so
iRacing
it just
clears
works better
everybody.
for me.
iRacing clears.
Yeah, when I get my PC, or when my college gets a PC for me, I'm racing iRacing. So
And that's a good choice. It will totally murder and slaughter your wallet, but it's worth it. Trust.
yeah, worth it. Might be Le Mans Ultimate as well, but
It still sits on my Steam wish list for a good bit now, but I haven't gotten it quite yet.
it's because it hasn't really been finalized, has it? So
Yeah, I mean, they barely added the 2024 content. I mean, to be honest,
yeah.
the
The
game
LMP2
itself, I
cars
feel
are still
it's
there
sort
as well,
of
so.
underwhelming because WEC cannot provide that much for a game. It's an amazing series in real life, but for a game it's just a bit lackluster. If they, for example, combined it with
Yeah.
ELMS and ALMS, then it would be something even better, but it isn't.
American Le Mans series. If they, I mean,
I
you've
was
got
talking
IMSA
Asian.
within.
American Le Mans series is dead for 11 years now. And Ralph goes into the pits.
Oh,
But yeah, now we have IMSA
I
instead.
mean,
Although the
you've got
ALMS...
IMSA.
Hot take,
in
ALMS, the American Le Mans series, was the coolest series of all time. Just the variety of
Yeah.
cars, of drivers, all the events they did, the fun interaction, everything. And for
Yeah.
a while they had a phase when they raced on a lot of Rovos, which I quite liked actually.
Yeah, I do remember an instance back in 2012 for the first ever WEC race. There was a separate class, essentially.
Oh yeah,
so
because they had
you've got the classic LMP.
Because they had like joined
Yeah.
the series for that one race. It was Sebring, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
64
now.
drivers,
I
I
actually have
believe.
watched that
Yeah,
race,
64
a replay
cars.
of it, but yeah.
that was a good race. It was a good race.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched a replay
you
of
had
it,
the
and
LMP ones.
It was amazing. In general,
Yeah.
ALMS produced
Yeah, the
some
L-
beautiful racing.
Yeah,
Across all of
McLaren
its
with a
existence.
3-second
Oh,
penalty.
yeah, that as well, again. Oh wait, no. Again or not again?
But yeah,
No, not again.
you've
He
got
didn't have it yet.
but the classic LMP1, LMP2,
Yeah,
GTE Pro,
even
GTE
the
AM.
LMP 900 Euro, LMP 675 as it was called back then. That was something. And the
Yeah.
old GT1s as well. Beautiful times. Shame I wasn't alive
Yeah.
during that time. The Panoses, the Salines,
But if I think
everything.
if Le Mans Ultimate wanted to make their game any good, they should add ELMS, ALMS,
The Asian
and
series, yeah.
yeah, the Asian Le Mans series, the European Le Mans series,
Yeah, basically
GT3
anything
cars.
that races with ACO rules. I would say.
Yeah, Litoir now takes the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix. They both kept their nose clean. Very well done to the pair of them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And Sen Manders still only 11 seconds back,
Yeah,
but
I think,
he is sort
the
of
guys
gaining.
won't be pitting anymore, I believe. They'll make it to the end.
Yeah, so it seems like they might finish home in formation if they don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
But you never know. This could go down to the last lap.
Yeah, maybe
Litoir
let's not
still
talk about
very
it,
conservative.
or the commentator curse will struck. Let's just keep chat about it.
He's still very smooth in terms of ERS, but
Oh, and
Razak with
gets
a 3-second penalty.
So he has a total of 6 seconds right now, which solidifies his place.
the JLs are coming up to the Lechner car, which
Yeah, we still have 3 to
has
go.
had 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go.
Casino straight here. Actually, there used to be a
Oh.
like a hard right king here, if I remember correctly.
In 1995, I believe it was
No,
there.
I
I
mean
remember.
before the Senna incident, the straight wasn't a straight, and in general the
Yeah,
pits were
yeah.
located at the hairpin and start finish as well.
Yeah, and there's been a change of lead again, so
That's correct.
the JLs just keep on squabbling.
Yeah, I think that might be
They
the
just keep on
fastest way for
squabbling.
them. And Sen is actually gaining
Just
a
keep on
second
squabbling.
lap now, which is quite concerning.
Yeah,
but
if they
even
keep-
with this pace, he won't.
If
catch
they
up.
carry on doing that, then it's gonna. He's gonna do that. So I believe they should just make the move now, get the move stuck, and just drive off. Because now it's 9.9 seconds.
10.2, 10.01. We'll see, but
10
there's no way Sen will manage to catch up in what, 2.5 laps, even less than that.
Yeah, it just seems.
Oh, and Lithuania
That
tapped it
looks
wide.
like a.
And there's a yellow
Yeah.
flag.
Oh,
and Razak is in
there's a
the
spin.
wall.
Oh, it's Sen Manders again. Yeah,
Sen Manders spun.
it was Sen Manders.
Okay, so
Yeah.
both Razak. Sen Manders things.
So, you did predict it then.
Yeah, I called it. I
So
knew
let's
it
not get
won.
our-
So
don't
yeah,
get our hopes up too
the
early,
victory
yeah.
is all but taken by the JLs so far, and into the penultimate.
But you never know.
Yeah,
But you
we'll see.
never know because there's 2 battles going on now. Because you've got a battle for P1 now.
Do we?
That's
I'm
right, it's
some
about a
team orders
second
will
way
be
now.
implemented, though. Or maybe they won't. We will see.
Yeah, Litwell's dropping back.
Oh yeah, he's quite far back now. But still, Sen is 14 point half behind him.
Wonder what's happened there.
I don't know, maybe he's...
But the championship standings are going to be very. The championship standings after this might be a little bit affected, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got McCann, who is in P4, still taking a handful of points. Still quite close to.
Yeah, but he'll lose quite a lot
18
behind
points.
Litva. What's the gap right now? 12 points? Not counting the results here.
I believe. Yeah, I think you are right
Okay,
there.
then it will double if oh no, not double, what am I saying, if it's P2 not P1. Anyways, white flag it would be if it was IndyCar, but it isn't. Anyways, it's the
White flag,
final
white
lap.
flag.
Yeah. Final lap of the race.
So it looks like the provisional results will stand as they are, unless something happens. But
unless
Litwell
Clear
seems
lets Litva by, but that probably won't happen. Will happen, no clue then.
it doesn't look like it. Litwell has less ERS. He's got half the ERS of what his teammate has. So looks like it's going to be a JL1-2 in this formation.
That's correct. I just
However, there is
realized
a slow Lechner.
these guys run 4/5 of the race on one set of tires.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's quite noticeable.
and he got the second back. So and he drops a second back, and it seems like that
the
is
victory
going
is
to
Klimex
be
to take
our
right
results.
now. Yep, he does not have DRS, so yeah.
But he's got to be careful that he doesn't do anything in case he gets a penalty, because if he does, then it's a problem. Sen Mander's still
Not quite.
P3, McCann P4, Razak P5, Ralph P6.
Yeah, nothing will change by now.
And it seems like, oh, he's going to let him by. Yeah, he's going to
they're
let him
going
by.
for a photo finish. Klimek
Well,
wins
never mind,
with
never mind.
P2, but
So,
they went for a photo finish.
Klimek wins with Litmore P2. Didn't look like a full finish, but 5.5 off Sen Manders. Didn't make the win. He had the win in his grasp,
Yeah,
but
he
messed up.
completely messed up
Went
his
for the
strategy.
2-stop.
Yeah, it's all on his.
P3. His teammate P4.
Oh, and the stream went to
And Razal
potato.
coming.
But that's irrelevant.
Ah,
Only two cars still need to cross the finish line and will be done for T2, not for the day. We still have the T1 race in just under an hour from here, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned.
yeah.
Yeah, we still have maybe 2 corners of this race for Ralph, that is when that's about all.
Razal comes across the line and P5, not the fastest lap, and now it's just Ralph with 8 points.
Yeah, on screen we have our victors today, both Klimek and Litva. P1 and P2 for JL, the Fanatec, WRT, whatever.
They extend their gap in the championship standings, which is crazy cool.
Yeah, although Sen Manders gets the driver of the day somehow.
Not a bad result.
Yeah, P1 and P2 are blue for today.
Ah! I'm 100% better commentary partner. Wait, I'm an 100% better commentary partner for you than Storm is.
Storm's words, not ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he indeed got run
No,
over at track, I don't know, because that's not something he'd usually say. Well, let me put it this way. He's good if he's commentating solo. He has the pace, he knows what's going on, but he has problems letting others talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here's the results. Klimek P1 with P2, rest is rest, and that was T2. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I was Michael, with me was AFY, and